All right, this is Sports for Real with Coach Hall. Got a few minutes to kill, so I want to talk a little bit about the Olympic trials. In particular, defending 800 Olympic 800 meter champion, Athing. Yes, her name is really Athing. She's from African origin. I don't quite remember the country where her people are from, but she's actually by way of New Jersey. That's how she able to compete. She's American living in New Jersey, but her name is Athing, and Athing is an exceptional talent. She burst on the world scene, and she won the Olympics. You know, the 20 Olympics, which was supposed to be in 20, were actually run in 21 because of all the COVID stuff, and she come back at 19 and came back again to win the world championships a year later. She had some health troubles or hamstring issues leading up to these Olympic trials, but she looked fine. Well, when she come out the race, before she was able to complete the first lap, she got clipped. And because of that, she wasn't able to finish the race. And because she wasn't able to finish in the top three of the race, the finals that is, she cannot compete and defend her Olympic crown. And that's where some people have problems. Before I get everything all tied together, let me go back and give you some context about what I'm talking about. Years ago, or just a couple years ago, the Florida High School Association, they changed the way that they do the state track meets. Now, everybody gets a chance to run one time, and the fastest times advance to the district, and then the fastest times are going to advance to the state meet. For years, and when I say years, I'm talking about decades, way back before I was in school, and I've been out of school over 30 years. What will happen is the number 4 was very important. If you finish in the top 4 in your event in the district meet, then you would go to the regional meet. Now, typically, districts anywhere from 5 to 7 teams, but the best teams, they usually dominate the district meets, and it's not even close. But if you were able to finish in the top 4 of your event, then you will go to the regional meet. There are 16 districts generally in Florida, and with the 16 districts, you have 4 regions, and then those regions will meet in the state meet. So if you got the first 4, say you're in District 3, you would be in Region 1, so you would go compete in the region meet. If you finish in that top 4, then you will go to the region meet, and if you finish in the top 4 region, you go to state. Now, generally, most of the speed events, they had prelims and then the finals. Same thing at state. Prelims, then the finals. But they changed all of that. Here in this format, you were guaranteed to run across whoever's going to win the state championship. You're going to be pushed by that person right behind you. You were guaranteed to race that person. But now they do it different. If you finish the top 4 of your region, you are not guaranteed to go to state. They're taking the top 2 times out of all 4 regions, and then the next 16 times. So that means if I'm running a regional meet in Tallahassee, they're also running a regional meet in Miami. It might be storming in Miami, or it might be windy in Tallahassee. Either way, the weather differences can make enough of a difference in times, because they're that close a lot of times to take those final people. And that's how they determine who goes to the state. So I might be able to beat you head to head, but I'll never get a chance to race you because I'm up here in Tallahassee, you're in Miami, and the weather conditions, the timing could be off. Anything can go wrong. But if you got the better time, you're going to go to the state meet. And then when you get to the state meet, you still got 2 heats. So if I am a person that is maybe a half a second or 3/10 of a second behind you, and I ran into bad weather meet last week, I may not get a chance to race that guy that I've been chasing all year, time-wise, that I know I probably can beat if I ran into him head on. So if I'm in the slow heat and he's in the fast heat, he's probably going to win. I never get a chance to race him. There are no more prelims and finals anymore in the state. Now, to back it up even further, mindset makes a difference. My senior year, I had made up my mind that they're going to have to drag me off this track if they're going to beat me to state. I qualified for the regional meet, and it was on. When I then did stuff I had never done before, and I was ready. But unfortunately, fate hit me on the head just like a thing moved. Practice, that Tuesday before regional, we ran regionals on Friday at that time. I just couldn't get loose. Coach, I can't get loose. Don't worry about it, just run it again. All right, so we ran it again. We was working on the 4x1 relay, and I was running first leg, and I got to the point where I was getting ready to hand it off to the second guy, and my hamstring went. I never got a chance to run that leaving on the track kind of race that I had planned to do. So the point is, fate takes you out of what you think you're going to do. Athing Mu, world champion, Olympic champion, probably going to win the championship again. Matter of fact, her fastest time, the record, was 2.5 seconds faster than the person who won the 800-meter trials. But she's not going to get a chance to defend her championship because she was knocked down. She appealed and lost. Now, most of the time, they don't grant those appeals. You're going to lose. And just like Mary Decker, she got knocked down in the Olympics years ago. And those are things you just don't particularly win. But a lot of people are saying because she had the fastest time, that she is the fastest person, that she should automatically go on to the Olympics. Well, in the little Johnny age, those people will agree. But in track, it's not what you did last week or last year. It's what you're doing now. And if you cannot run your race and advance to the next round, then you don't qualify. So, in a sense, it's the way things should be. Nobody cares about what you did or been doing the last 3 years. What can you do today? It's me and you right now. And that is the problem that I have with the state association. You just taking the fastest times and you trying to take the heartbreak out of the sport. Let the kids compete. You run these people in the semifinals, and if you qualify for the finals, then let's get it on. But, it's such a disparity of high school. I mean, there's a big gap between the first and the eighth place, even at the state meets. And what they're trying to do is just cut down on time and make things run a little bit smoother. This is how you're able to run 2 state meets at once now. Or you're trying to be like everybody else instead of being their own individuals. And I just got a problem with that. But even though Athing Mu is the fastest at her event in the world, she didn't qualify. And she was there head to head. And I think that's the only way that you can solve a situation like that is run head to head. If she wins, no problem. If she don't win, then you can't complain about it. Now, she's not complaining. She's sucking it up. And that's going to fuel her in the future. But a lot of people, they can't handle that. They just think you should have a million chances when in reality, just like life, you only get one. You get run over by a truck. You can't come back and try to not get run over by a truck again. Once you get hit by that truck, 9 times out of 10, that's the ball game, baby. All right, so I'm getting some comments here. It says, our Robert Robot Devil, I don't know what that means. My legs done exploded like a hot dog in a microwave. Now I'm a cripple. Well, sorry to hear that. Sports are us, rugby. There are a couple other comments here that I can't. Here it is. Okay. James Dew, hey over there. Butter, is that my partner from New Zealand? You have a good day, Mr. Dew. Again, I don't have a whole lot to gripe about today. I just wanted to make a comment about Athing Mu because a lot of people are saying that even though she's didn't finish the Olympic trial, she should be able to continue to the Olympics because of her status as the defending champion and probably the fastest in the world. But just like any other event, if she wasn't the champion, those other people still have to qualify. Now, one good thing that you've seen from the trials of this guy, 16-year-old Quincy Wilson, almost made the team in the 400 as a 16-year-old. That would have been great to see. Um, he still may get on the relay team, which normally he'd probably be an alternate, but he probably will get that spot, and that would be great to see that youngster make it to the Olympics. And as far as the thing Moo goes, she's going to make the Olympics definitely on the 4x4, but maybe some other event that she may do. But we'll see more of her in the future. She's only 22 years old, so don't cry too much for a thing. But anyway, gotta go to work. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you on the other side. This is Sports for Real.